if you're coming into the data science field, so don't come to see the salaries only. I would say max to max 1 year it will take you. If you're continuously learning the things, maximum it will take you to crack an interview. Yeah, even though people will crack 30, 50 LP as a fresher in coming 5 years for sure. In simply words, I coming from non-tech background, where in this technical field, I am multiple people knows about. Whenever we want to go to the FANG company, we have to stand out. I have cracked Accenture, I have cracked EY, I have cracked PayPal and Goldman Sachs. They're asking the questions related to Python only. They're asking a question near about, for example, data structure regarding a machine learning. Personal projects I did based on the company level. Yes, recession impacts with respect to the hiring of a data science people. HR is talking to you in English. Always you have to speak in English. No one going to ask me, show me your Power BI developer certification. No one going to ask me. The more the certifications you have into your resume, it will stand out you from the crowd. But yes, in the US, people are not skilled enough. That is why if you have one particular goal and if you work continuously to that part, definitely you will crack it up one day. No one going to ask you, show me your degree where you have learned artificial intelligence, where you have learned Python machine. No one going to ask, but you have to show them you can do the job. They will hire you. As compared to India, they will give you, 10 times better salary.
Today, we have a unique guest with a wealth of experience in the data science field. He holds the postgraduate degree in AI/ML from the prestigious National Institute of Technology, Warangal, India. Not only is he an accomplished data scientist, but he also provides a valuable mentorship to the aspiring data science students. With 4 plus years of hands-on experience, he is dedicated and results-driven, passionate about exciting actionable insight from a complex dataset to drive business decision. Let's warmly welcome Uttam Grade sir. Hello Uttam sir, how are you?
I'm good, Chaitanya. I'm good. How about you?
I am too good. First of all, I thank you so much to you for taking the time for this podcast and coming to our podcast and giving us a valuable knowledge for our audience and everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Chaitanya. I'll be very happy to being
Yes.
a part for your podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Sir, my first point to discuss with you that I want to discuss your educational background and your professional journey so far. That how was your educational journey started and how was your now professional journey going on?
So first of all, my professional journey is very, funny sometimes. So first of all, I have done my masters. Before the masters, I have done my graduation, BSc Mathematics, and did my MSc Mathematics. There's a tier three colleges, and after that, I have done my MS from NIT Warangal. So I have done my graduation in and masters in pure mathematics, applied mathematics side. That was the first part. But when I come into this field, I got to know where I went to Delhi. There's an institute, NIIT, where I get to know this kind of a course somewhere we have with respect to data science for those people who are coming from a non-tech background. In simply words, I coming from non-tech background, where in this technical field, I am doing multiple things within that field. Yeah, that's my first journey and my educational background.
Okay. And what about your professional background? That which company you are working right now? We
Okay.
want to know more about your company and how that company is going to help you in professional building right now.
So basically, I've started my career as a data analyst, and you can say another role is that automation data scientist. I started working from McKinsey and Company. I did their intern. I worked there as an intern, and over there I worked upon approx 6 months. After that, I joined Accenture. I worked there as a data scientist, and after that, I became over there a senior data scientist. And after that, I have joined now as a company EY as a lead data scientist. And within these companies, there's a big giants I have joined, and that's something I have done lots of interviews, not within these companies. I have rejected along with that another companies also. I've rejected in Microsoft, Google, and those many more companies. I have done multiple things at that time. So along with that, within these companies, increasing the professional things in my career, that is the projects. First of all, these companies are working to the AI side, generative AI side, prompt engineering side, those kind of projects I'm working upon, and I'm learning a lot from that part.
Okay, okay, good to hear that. And what is your day-to-day job look like? That what is your roles and responsibility at job? What do you do actually at job?
Being as a lead data scientist, working upon multiple tools and technologies, not into always a code side and not into look at the business side. A job role for as a being a data scientist as mine, you can say 40%, not 40, I can say 50 to 60% I worked on a code side, 40% I have worked on a business side. Basically, we have to understand the business first, then we have to shift down to the coding part. Along with that, data visualization and the cloud services. So these are the three, four parts I'm working upon right now. Business and the code and the cloud services. These are the parts right now working upon.
Okay, okay, good to hear that. And as you say that you have applied for the big fact companies like Google and
Yes.
Microsoft. So we want to know that how you approach for the job application process and what strategies that help you for the job applications.
So first of all, as multiple people knows about, whenever we want to go to the FANG company, we have to stand out. Our resume should be stand out from the crowd. So that's something I have worked upon into my resume. First of all, very hard at that time when I was improving my resume again and again, again and again. And I was applying continuously. There are two sources I was applying. First it was a LinkedIn, another was directly to the company's portal. I come go to the company portal directly like Microsoft, PayPal, Goldman Sachs. I have selected Goldman Sachs and PayPal also, but I couldn't go there because that was a different location. That was in Bangalore. I'm in Noida based out of that. I don't want to go to the Bangalore side. That's why I didn't join that. I joined Accenture after that. So these are the things basically I have done so far in that part.
How you crack interview? Like you said that you was working at
Oh,
Accenture and EY. So how
yes.
you crack the interview and what
So
strategies that help you to crack this interview?
So the strategy, the one single thing is that rejections, right? I have rejected lot many companies. I have rejected, there are small companies. I went to the company somewhere I have rejected in first round, second round, third round. Over that part, I was learning at that time. They are asking the questions for me, and I was unable to give them an answer. So that answer I have written down in a copy pen. I have an entire copy which is full of the questions which interviewer asking the questions. But when I prepared enough, I have cracked Accenture, I have cracked EY, I have cracked PayPal and Goldman Sachs. So that means a small hurdle, small companies rejected me. Those questions I have prepared a lot in a good manner, not into those questions and the entire curriculum around with that. For example, they're asking me the question random forest in machine learning related to that. So I'll prepare each and everything from scratch to advanced level. So these things, this strategy helped me a lot to crack an interview with related to these big four like Accenture, EY, PayPal, and all that
The
companies.
very important point you said that you attended the interview. Whenever you not crack an interview, you go through the previous questions. I think you have
Yes,
made the proper format for what
correct.
for last question interview they ask
Yes,
and
correct.
how they
So
you are going to face the
so
another
I have
interview.
if I have
That
attended a
strategy help you really.
Yes, I've if I attended a 20 interviews. So that 20 interviews, I got an idea in 21st interview. They're asking the questions related to Python only. They're asking a question near about, for example, data structure. Regarding a machine learning, they're asking a question mostly to the classification problem. They're asking a question related to my projects. So there are nearby questions each and every company is asking me at that time. So I prepared basis on that what somebody is asking me and nearby have prepared the questions. That strategy helped me a lot. For sure, I have rejected multiple times. So those rejections now it will be fulfilled after that. When I shortlist these companies, that will be fulfilled after.
Great, great to hear that. What is the salary range for a data scientist in India 2024? If the fresher want to join as a junior data scientist, and what is the salary for the 5+ years of experience who is a senior level data scientist? What is the range in between that? And tell us that how the startups in India are giving the salaries and how big MNCs or companies are giving the salaries.
So for sure, with respect to the salary range in India, it varies with respect to you can say city to city. But yes, more or less to similar. If I go a normal data scientist as a fresher, they can easily get 8 to 10 LPA on an average in Gurgaon location. In Bangalore, it can range up to 12 to 15. On an average, I can say 8 to 12 LP on an average as a normal data scientist, easily person can crack. With respect to 5 years of an experience in India as a data scientist or senior or lead data scientist, it varies to companies. So for sure, I know those people who are getting 5 years of an experience, they are earning CR, crores only. And those are the outside companies in India. Like there are from US based companies, US based startups, they're giving them a approx 1.5 crore a year. But in India, normally if I'll say you can earn up to 4 to 5 lakh after 5 months, after 5 years, sorry, you can earn up to, I can expect approx more or less 50 LPA, 50 to 60 LPA you can easily expect after 5 years. But if you have enough knowledge, if your learning skills is capable enough to crack an interview, definitely you can easily get 50 to 60 LPA in India only as a 5 years of an experience being a data scientist.
Yes, yes, yes. And as you said that it's city to city varies, then what is the similarity from like North India has the many salaries or South India cities are getting more salaries?
So yes, so that is another point. Yeah, so in that part, South India has the most salaries as compared to the standard of living over there. The each and everything is high. The price, the standard of living, the cost of living, and each and everything is priced enough as compared to the North India side. So this is a big main reason. I can say if a person is earning a 10 LPA in Noida location, in Gurugram location, and that person, same person, earning 15 LPA in Bangalore location, in Hyderabad location, both are same. The cost of living is same as a higher price at that time, based out of Noida, Gurgaon, or Delhi location. That is the same at that time, I would say.
Okay, okay, okay. And also, I want to add one point that how was employee policies? Is the employee policies same in all over India or it varies company to company or in different cities?
These things, yes, it varies to companies and city to city. Yes, it depends on that. Basically, if you are living in Noida and you are shifting to Bangalore, so some of the companies will give you extra compensation, more in 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees extra to rule to relocate to the another particular city. For example, in Bangalore, if you're going from Delhi to Bangalore, they'll give you additional 2 lakh rupees, 3 lakh rupees outside your package. So that's something, yes, compensation and the benefits is different with respect to city because companies knows that in this particular city how much a person can take a rent, will spend a food, traveling cost, they knows everything, right? So based on that they can give you the package.
Got it, got it. Tom sir, I want to know that what resources that it help you to cracking the job interviews or in learning process, like what books you followed or what websites, what YouTube channels you go through that help you day by day while
Hmm.
your starting period, I can say.
Mm. That part is, at that time when I was training myself with respect to the skills and technologies, first my thing was YouTube at that time. So if I'm searching something to the YouTube, if I'm learning, for example, a Python or machine learning, there are multiple YouTubers are making a video. So which a YouTuber that really like about that is a Krishna. Most of people heard about that. Krishna and many more people are there, right? So I read those videos, but
Yes, yes,
not
even
into
I.
that video. Yeah, yeah. Everybody knows about Krishna. So I read those videos, learn a lot from that videos. But with respect to the advanced level, I have done another videos also. There are multiple YouTubers. I have read a one particular topic with 3 to 4 different YouTubers. Right? Or same thing I'm learning 3 different YouTubers because same thing each and every YouTuber is explaining with a different manner. That helps me to polish my skills again and again with a different mindset. The first thing. Second thing is that YouTube helps me a lot. Second thing was Andrew NJ. If you have seen those videos, he is the founder of deeplearning.ai. So I've done multiple courses or short courses also with that Andrew NJ, who have a father of deep learning, people used to say. So yeah, these are the two main resources. I have done a lot. I have learned a lot from those peoples.
So you also done the personal projects also, right? While doing these
Yes.
courses and going through these resources. So how was your experience with doing the personal projects and how it helped to for the your job role?
So basically, personal projects I did based on the company level. So if I'm targeting a company, for example, Amazon, if I'm targeting a company, for example, PayPal, so related to the company, I have built multiple projects. If I'm applying to PayPal, so similar to the work of PayPal, I have polished my resume, polished my projects, for example, related to banking side. I have done 2, 3 projects Those projects, some of the projects I picked up from Kaggle, that was the initial days, but at that time, Kaggle, there are many more resources at that time. I have picked up those models. I have done some new thing also at that time. Each and everybody was talking about machine learning. They're building up projects, but those projects was not end to end. I was deploying them also. Some additional tasks I was doing end to end, and I was creating my own apps. I was developing my own website. So that is the additional part I did because I was not the only person who was learning from the Krishna YouTube videos. There are many more persons also there. So some additional work I was doing. That additional work helping me to stand out from the crowd. So this is the main reason I did all these things from to stand out from the crowd. That is something I on myself.
The very important point you said that the as per the company you do the personal projects, that really
Yes,
helps because many of the students or aspirants they do the projects like what's the trend going on and what's the
yes,
others doing the project, but the additional point you said that you done the project as per company wise, so that will be
company's
more helpful
requirement.
while you are selecting a resume for interview.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Accenture was at that time talking about the machine learning side. So I have developed multiple machine learning models, machine learning projects, and included into my resume. So that resume, I have, resume which I shortlisted in Accenture, that same resume shortlisted into my PayPal, into my Goldman Sachs, into many more companies. These are the big brands I have shortlisted. But there are many more companies who are paying me more, but those are not the big brands. One single resume, when I polish all these skills, I've shortlisted many more companies at the same time. So yes, these are the points. It'll help me a lot.
So let's talk about the recession and competition in data science industry. So is there recession going on in data science industry? Yeah. Anyways, everyone knows that the competition is too high in 2024. Even in 2025, the competition will be more high as compared to last many years. So recession impacts on everything or recession not as per if someone fresher is coming to in data science industry.
I would say yes, recession impacts with respect to the hiring of a data science people. On the other hand, if you really have the knowledge of a data science, how business works, how this particular technology, how this particular technique are solving a business problem, if you're aware about this, if you have worked on a core part of these technologies, no one will stop you to get hired in a recession time also. So I know multiple people who hired in recession time with a good salary. That means companies are don't want to spend money and time with a fresher who don't know anything. Whether they are giving a 3 LPA package for that particular person, but because they don't want to, spend time on that particular person. They will spend on time that particular person who already know about how to work. But at that time, when they will hire, they will guide that particular person in that manner you have to work. What something I'm trying to say? Companies in recessions don't want to hire those people who don't know anything, who have only technical things, right? Companies in recession wants to hire those people who have the technical skills and they understand the business. Those two factors are really important to hire in recession or without recession. That's something will not be impacted whether it's a recession or not. That's something is really important.
Yes, yes, it's very important that you update yourself with all the necessary skills. So anyone can don't fire you at recession time, or they will also hire you at recession time because, as you
Definitely.
say, everyone wants the expertise student or aspirant. They should
Definitely.
track all the things within the minimum time. Every company wants that. They don't want to teach you all the things. Okay, they
Definitely.
don't want to
Definitely.
waste the time to teach you all the things. So, sir, my next question is like communication skill really matters for the data science job.
Yes, so I would say yes, it's very important because when you come into the data science field, most of the companies who is hiring for the company, those companies have their clients in US, UK, in London, and Netherlands. Outside India, they have the communication, they have their resources or their clients, and they don't know Hindi, they don't know Gujarati, any other Indian language. So yes, communication is very much important. I can say it's a crucial part. So I would always say HR is talking to you in English. Always you have to speak in English. Neither he is speaking in Hindi to you. You should not say a single word in front of an interview. You know is Hindi. So your English or communication skills should be fluent. I not say it should be 10 out of 10. At least it should be 7 out of 10. Easily you can crack an interview. Easily no one can stop you to get a good package at least, right? As a right now, what I really think nowadays, if people have enough skills, data science companies are asking, a person can easily get approx 8 to 10 LP on an average. That particular person can easily crack. So that is something, yeah, really important.
Communication skill really matters for each and
Yes,
every part of
matters.
a data scientist.
Yes, correct.
So, sir, the main point I want to discuss is like as today there are many certification courses going on or boot camps going on, even the 3 year courses going on of the data science. What matters actually, the degree or skills for the data science job in India? Because many
Hmm.
of the spending lakh rupees also, and many students are spending just 0 rupees and learning from YouTube, and they are cracking the job at big companies. So, what matters the most, skills or degree?
A skill set is the first part. So I give you my example. I came from non-tech background, that is BSc mathematics I did, MSc mathematics I did. After that I did my masters MS. So till here I've spent approximately 4 or 5 years in the industry. No one asks me what is your what's your what I can say, a degree. I mean to say, yes, a company's required your
Degree.
degree because they have multiple rules and regulations with respect to the government, to the company. You have to hire that at least a graduate people. That is the rules and regulations. But no one going to ask you, show me your degree where you have learned artificial intelligence, where you have learned Python machine. No one going to ask you. So what I'm trying to say, very important is the skills. If you don't have a skill, not even one company, there are 10 companies, 5 companies can hire you, right? There are 5 companies who cannot hire you without degree. But yes, there are 5 companies without degree, they will hire you, because at the end of the day, whether you have a degree, whether you don't have a degree, they want somebody who actually do the job. Whether you have a degree, you don't have a degree, it doesn't matter for them. Even though US companies, they want your skills, they want your projects, they want your portfolio, how you can do the work, how you can do the job, not the degree. So yes, degree is a different factor, but I really say skills is really important as compared to a degree. Without degree, you can get a job. You can get a job. But yes, if you have a degree, you will get, that's additional part. I can say it's a plus point. But yes, degree other than degree, skills first comes first. Yeah.
Okay, got it, sir. So, sir, I have the question like if someone who has recently passed his 10th standard or 12th standard and he is too enthusiastic for the data science field and he spent his 1 to 2 years learning from the basic to advanced all the concepts like machine learning, deep learning, NLP, and everything he learned, and will he or she crack the job in India?
I can say in India is difficult because the rules of the Indian government for the company is that they have to hire at least a graduate people, whether that person has done their BA, right? That really doesn't matter for them. But yes, they need at least a graduate people. In India, it is difficult. I would say, I am not saying that person cannot get a job in India if coming from 11, 12 standard. But yes, it is very easy. I can say it's not too much easy, but yes, it is easy as compared to India to get a job after 11th 12th standard if you have the skills. If you're coming from directly from 11th 12th standard, a company, a US based company will hire you, but you have to show them you can do the job. They will hire you. As compared to India, they will give 10 times better salary, 10 times better work culture, each and everything, they will be better. But yes, it really depends. A particular should know the skills. So yeah, that person can easily get in, but not in India. It's very difficult. That is why, if you have heard about,
Okay, got it, sir,
in
got it.
India, people, teachers, and parents used to say, please do the, focus on your degree, complete the degree. Then after the degree, you can do the job. Any one company in India, they will hire you after the degree. It's a truth, right? Because there are rules and regulation in India they have.
Yes. So, sir, I want to ask, like, what was the job market scenario when you started as a fresher, and what is the job market right now? How the difference varies?
Hmm. So I can say at that time, job market was going to peak, right? At that time, there was 100 people, only 5 people knows about the data science, right? because I was coming from a non-tech background and I really want to come into the IT field at that time. That is why I chosen a data science, because that really suits me, because I'm coming from non-tech background. I know only mathematics. I don't know about a single word of coding. What is Python? What is Java? I don't know at that time. That really matches me at that time, and that's something I come into that IT field. At that time, 5 people knows from the out of 100 people. Right now, I will say, 70 people knows related to data science, and 30 people don't know even though that. Right? So I'll say yes. Now and the coming years, the competition will be increased in data science. But yes, the more you soon to get a job in data science, that will be better for you. If you get a job today, it will be better for you in coming 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, right? But yes, the more you delay, the more the challenges will come, because you know that each and every day in data science and artificial intelligence, multiple technologies are evolving with respect to nowadays companies are asking you should know as a data scientist if they are hiring, they should expect a candidate knows about cloud technology, candidates knows about a generative AI, prompt engineering. The competition they're asking, the demand is
Yeah,
coming high, because you know that the market demand is generative AI, artificial intelligence, and cloud technologies also. At that time, people were asking only machine learning, NLP, deep learning, and Python and SQL. There are five, six things they're asking. They were not asking about at that time, what I can say, Azure, AWS, GCP, or Gen AI was not there at that time. So yes, in the coming years, if you get a job today, it will be better. Otherwise, in the coming 5 years, the challenges will more increase. The demand of the companies will be increased at that time. That's the main difference will come in the coming years.
right. So, yeah. So, sir, my next point was to discuss is like what the certification or courses you want to suggest for our audience, or that courses or certification that help you out through your entire career journey.
So with respect to my certifications, I did lots of certifications, but no one asked me, have you done this certification or not? Because at the end of the day, companies want you should have the skills, right? It doesn't matter for the company that skill whether you have learned from the college, from the YouTube, from the certification, or anywhere. No one going to ask, right? If into my resume I am writing I'm certified Power BI developer, for example, no one going to ask me, show me your Power BI developer certification. No one going to ask me. Rather than they will ask me 5, 10 questions related to that, related to Power BI. If I'm able to answer, they will trust on me. Yes, this person knows on Power BI. Definitely, that particular person will hire me. But if I'm unable to give an answer, they will say, even though I'm telling a lie, even though that's not true, I have done the certification. Then the end of the day, yes, certification you do, but for your knowledge, not to collect the certificate. Company will ask you. Basis on the certification, company will not hire you. But yes, certification will help you to land, to sit in front of an interviewer only. The more the certifications you have into your resume, it will stand out you from the crowd, and that will increase your chances to sit in front of an interviewer to crack only. That is the only job of an certifications nowadays. And yes, if you want to do the certification in that to coming to the data science field, you should go for first of all machine learning, then go for prompt engineering or generative AI nowadays, and go for Power BI, and go for Python till advanced level. These are the things, if you go, definitely you will stand out from the crowd.
So as you said, sir, that nowadays the generative AI and also the main skill or the Azure AWS, we are saying the main skills are coming
Yes.
to data science. So our
Hmm.
audience want to know that what they should focus, tools, techniques they should focus, or subject they should focus throughout when they are starting their journey in
Mhm.
data science.
First thing is that Python. The first point was one of the programming language. Second point was statistics. Third point was whether NLP, whether machine learning, or whether deep learning. Three of them, one should be there in your hand. The fourth point is the generative AI or prompt engineering. Both are same. Or large language model. Three of them are the same page. And the fifth point was communications. If you have these things, you can crack a job. But yes, yeah, I forgot a one thing to mention over here. The sixth point was data visualization. In data visualization, you can consider Power BI, Tableau, ClickSense, Spotfire. There are multiple data visualization tool. But no one going to ask you. You should know only Power BI. No, they want you a data visualization expert. but they can when you join, they can give you any of the tool. It totally depends on you. It totally depends on the company, Power BI, Tableau, anything. But yes, these are 6 pointers. If you have, you can easily crack a job, anything. These are 6 tools. Yeah.
So I want to ask, like, what will be the next 5 years for the data science industry in India as compared to US industry? But who will be the more specific in their job role? Like, who will be the dedicated, like India or US in next 5 years?
So in next 5 years, I would say for sure, in terms of a high pay scale, India will be growing coming 5 years. Yeah, even though people will crack 30, 50 LP as a fresher in coming 5 years for sure. Because in the US market, you know that whenever new technology will come, most of the time from the US or from the London, from the Germany, it comes from in India. Yeah, India will come sometimes to the second page. So these technologies are getting raised. But yes, in the US, people are not skilled enough. That is why nowadays a remote culture. Even though I work as a remote part, so remote part will increase in the coming years, and then yes, the salaries will increase. But in India part, the salaries and the employment rate will increase in the coming 5 years. For sure, in India it will increase. But yes, at the same time, US will also increase, but most of that India will increase in the coming 5 years in with respect to the employment rate in the data science field specifically I'm talking about. But yes, at that time, requirements will be different. They will ask you generative AI, prompt engineering. They need a person who have a good understanding of deep learning, computer vision, NLP, cloud technologies, and many more. So yes, employment will rate will be high, but at the same time, the requirement will be high or change at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, so as you said, the important point that India will be is I also know one reason of that because data science is not just about coding; it's about mathematics also. The
Definitely.
statistics, how your statistics is strong, so that will depend upon this thing also. And
Yes.
as a Indian, I think from the school's time, from fifth standard or sixth standard, we are into deep mathematics. I can say like learning
Definitely.
statistics or learning the advanced concepts of mathematics from school only. So,
Correct.
as compared to US, that we are good in mathematics, like
Yes,
because
it is.
we
It is.
know the more concept from school time only. Because
Correct.
in their portion, the school time mathematics is so different and at a low level, I can say,
Definitely. It
as
is.
compared to us.
Yes, because you know that in India, people are, they don't have a right strategy to crack an interview. They don't have they don't have a right mindset to crack an interview. That is something Indian people, Indian students are lacking behind, which I really understand. To talk about multiple people, they are saying, "Sir, people, I'm unable to, sir, I'm unable to crack an interview. So please help me to crack a job." So I would say people don't have a right mindset. People don't have a correct strategy. And the third point is they don't have a patience. There are three things, right? If they have three of them, for sure, not 1 day, 2 day, to crack a job, it's a long process, it's a long journey. Sometimes it will crack you in a 1 day, 1 month, or sometimes it will take a 1 year. But yes, I would say max to max 1 year it will take you if you're continuously learning the things. Maximum it will take you to crack an interview 1 year, but more not more than 1 year. Okay? But you have if you have the right skills and right strategy.
So, sir, what is the one mistake that you have done in your professional life and what you learned from it?
My mistake was to shy always to sit in front of an interviewer, right? When I removed that, there not into one single mistake. There is no that was my first mistake. When I was my first interviewer, when I sit in front of an interviewer, they asked me, I guess, 20 questions on an average, right? And at that time, I given only two, three answers that was related to Excel at that time. And based on that, they said, okay, Uttam, you didn't perform well, but yeah, we will hire you. And then I was very happy. Oh, even giving only some very small answers, they hired me. But at the same time, they were paying me very less. I started my career only 16,500 a month. That was my initial first salary when I joined. So I was very happy. But when I spent over there 2, 3 months, 6 months, I really know that's something I did the mistake. That's why I always used to say, people don't go in, just go for the company, the thing which you have learned so far. If you are learning data science, join the company with respect to a data science job where you perform, where you write a code, where you perform a machine learning NLP stuff. So that company was not a data science, but they were doing the data science jobs, but they don't put me any of the project where I was doing the data science job. I was doing only Excel at that time. That was a 12th standard people job I was doing after learning these many things. So that was something I really messed up at that time. So that was a one day that COVID hits at that time. So they let me, Uttam, we can't afford you because that was a very small company. They said to Uttam, we can't afford you, you have to leave the company. That was something, that hurts me a lot at that time. And from that day, I took a decision within the coming 6 months, I'll crack an interview. So for yes, at that time, I have spent 3 months, sharply 3 months. In the coming 3 months, I have cracked an interview in McKinsey. That was a big company. I have cracked an interview as an internship, and that was a Germany location. That was not my Indian. They were paying me at that time, 90K as an intern. I was earning at that time. Even though I started my career 16,500 a month, they were paying me 90,000 as an intern because that was in Germany location, and they were asking me to move there, but I was unable to do that because that was a COVID hit at that time. Government restricts to somebody to go to Germany or anywhere. They have restricted to somebody to not go anywhere. So my visa was rejected at that time, so I couldn't go there. And after that, I have cracked after the McKinsey. That when I joined McKinsey, I have, I have understand one thing. I should not, misunderstands me at that time. I was, taking myself, no, man, I'll get only 20,000 job, 20, 30,000, 50,000. But when I joined McKinsey, I really know one thing. If you have one particular goal and if you work continuously to that part, definitely you will crack it up one day. And after that, after McKinsey, I have cracked the three big companies. That was a PayPal, Goldman Sachs, and Accenture. I joined Accenture because that was near to my home. That was in Gurugram location, and those companies was in sorry, not in Hyderabad. It was in Bangalore. They were paying me more as compared to the Accenture because of the location, but I couldn't. I don't want to go there because of the COVID at that time. So that was my thing. I have a mistake I did to do, to shy to sit in front of an interviewer. That was the first mistake nowadays people used to do. So do as much as many interviews you face. So sit in front of an interview, you will learn a lot from that. The first point, you will make eye contact. The shyness will remove, the communication will improve, the multiple factors will improve. That was my first mistake I did. And second mistake I did, my what I can say, start late. I always think if I start early, I will do the things more better. Start late, I mean to say, people used to think when I complete my degree, I will start hunting the job at that time. So I'll say no. Whenever you start your journey in your BTech or BSc, whatever you do, so start learning the things and start implementing the things, whatever you are doing in your own personal projects or whatever your internship. So these are the two mistakes I did. Start early and face interviews. These are the two mistakes I did. I have understand these things very late, but yes, that are all suggestions for all of your audiences.
The very important points you said that you had done the mistake at the interview process only. But
You know,
that was very important that you should start earlier when you start learning instead of
definitely.
wasting time of 2 to 3 years. And when the fifth sem or sixth sem started or the year ending started, then we realized there was no campus selections more, and we have to
Definitely.
start finding ourselves only or off campus jobs. So that was
Definitely.
the difficult time for the every students as a fresher
Yes.
to get the as a job. So they should build a proper portfolio from the first year only or second year, I can say, because there
Definitely.
are many resources on YouTube that help you a lot to build each and
Correct.
everything, and in
Yes.
various ways they are explaining everything. So take the advantage of
Definitely.
that. So, sir, my last question was, what is the general advice you want to give for all the aspirants or the students who was entering in the data science field?
First thing, as I mentioned, if you're coming into the data science field, so don't come to see the salaries only, right? If you are seeing a salary of that particular person was earning 10 LPA, 20 LPA as a fresher, don't come with that because salary differs with respect to student, right? But yes, if you can do that, you will get a more package, if you will get a more salary. But don't come in data science to see the package only. The first thing. Second thing is that you can come into that field if you are really able to understand the business, or if you really understand the code. That was my first, that was a one reason I come into that field, because of the coding. I was coming from a non-tech background, and when I start coding the things, I love about the code. Now, even though nowadays also, if I don't have a, if I don't have a work in my office, I really do them, some additional, some random things to write a code. Because that's something I love about for this particular job. The first thing is that don't see the salary. Second thing is that love about something within the data science, whether it's a business, to understand a business, whether it's a coding, whether it's data visualization. Love a one particular thing. That loving something within this field, that will help you to stay long within this field. These are the two pointers I will say to the people to always stick to it.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much, sir, for the valuable knowledge. And one last point I want to add you, that I saw on your LinkedIn that you provide also guidance for all the
Yes.
aspirants or students on TopMate
Yes.
regarding resume review, one-to-one mentorship, and how to crack mock interviews. So
Yes.
please tell more about us. So if any aspirant want to take advice from you, they will directly contact you.
Definitely, definitely. So they are the top mate. I have a platform where I, helping a people to guide them people to the correct manner to crack a job, to build their resume. Because I don't want somebody to do the mistake what I did in my initial days. That's something, that's something delayed me with respect to my package. At that time I was earning a 16,500, and after 6 months I was getting a 90, 90,000 a month at that time. So that's something, if you perform it, you will do that. You can do that within a one single day. So yes, these are the things from the top mate, from the LinkedIn. I have usually performed to the people because I love to, helping the people, because I know the pain. If the person is coming from a non-tech background, I know the pain. How, because they face a lots of issues in terms of coding part. The first challenge they will face in terms of coding part. Second challenge, some people can face a business part. Some people will face a challenge in terms of understanding the concept, what is machine learning and all that stuff. So that three, I know these are the challenges people faces coming from non-tech or tech background, whatever they are. So yes, these are the things I provide to the to the people, to the businesses, using LinkedIn, through LinkedIn, through the top mate. These are the things I provide from them. Yes, so if your audience wants to reach out to them, definitely they can reach out to me over that part also.
Yes, yes, yes. Even I will add the link of your TopMate in my bio, even LinkedIn also. So everyone will redirect you to your website, and they will take help of you where they
Sure,
stuck.
sure, Chetan.
So, sir, once again, thank you so much for coming to my podcast and giving us a valuable knowledge, sharing your all the journey from till now, your professional journey, and giving us a very wonderful advices where they can use their skills, where they can improve their every communication skill, I can say. So this will really help out for the all the aspirants or data scientists, freshers who are coming to this industry. So once again, thank you so much, sir, to you.
Thank you, Chaitanya. Thank you so much. Thanks for that was a nice
Yes.
discussion, really, we have. Thank you so much.
Please let me know in the comment which guest would you like to see on this podcast and any specific topics you would like us to discuss with them. We will try to bring those guests and ask your questions so you will get more helpful information. Before you go, share this episode with someone. It might really help them because one conversation can change a person's life, giving them a new idea and direction. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you in next video.